Yo, what's up guys, Andre here. Welcome to another video. So for this video, this is going to be the concept games for the Skyward Sword, or sorry, Skyward Saha, I believe I'm calling it. Yeah. So as you can see here, I currently have like a 60% win rate with it. In the Shadowcraft game, like I think I actually kind of won the game, but I kind of like, I kind of punted somewhere. I don't know where I punted. I just know I punted. But yeah. So let me go ahead and show you guys the deck list again if you haven't seen it. I'll go ahead and try to drop a link to the video it's in if you want to watch that. Yeah. So again, this one I'm using for this video. All right. So just gonna jump into the first game. I'm just gonna show you I'm just gonna show you guys 3 games. I'll probably try to play it a little bit more because I do have dailies and I do have to like win with this deck a few more times. So. Alright, so I keep the Goblin Mage, but not the Grimnir. So I was willing to keep the Goblin Mage, but not the Grimnir, just because like the Goblin Mage, it draws me cards out of my deck, so like it makes it much more likely for me to find the good parts of my deck. Additionally, the reason why I kept the Goblin Mage, the other reason why I kept it is just because like if he's like D shift or whatever, if I can put out like multiple like 2 drops all at once, I'll be fine. Right, but it turns out he's actually dirt. Now here I make a very aggressive gamble. Yeah, aggressive gamble. Right, so I figured that right. So I wasn't quite sure if he was willing to play out the Levi because he had a what's it called? Because he had like a red hot ritual or something like that. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and just hold on to the Maisie. If I hold on to the Maisie, that'll be fine because I'm gonna guarantee to have neutral support. So that's like whatever. But that will mean that I will eat. I think how much is that? 6 damage, 4 damage. No, 6 damage. 6 damage overall for making this play. This is fine. Yeah, here he plays a piercing, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's whatever. Like, I don't mind taking this damage because like I'm playing Saha package. Like, if I can find my Saha claw and other stuff, I'll be fine. Now, ordinarily, this board state would have been like GG for like regular sword decks, just because like you don't have a swing card Evos in sword. But because I have a swing card Evo, I can just go Maisie and then go ahead and clear. Now again, like I did eat a lot of damage, but this is fine because like he needs to be able to burn me out, and he needs to be able to use 4 burn spells on me still. But if I can find healing, or if I can win before that, then I'll be fine. So here I just go Council Card Knights. I make the Council Card Knights play as opposed to, say, the Luminous Mage play, because even though it'll mean that I take more damage if he plays Mutagenic Bolt here, it also means that he's also on a timer himself. But here he goes Wizard of Oz. I'm like, does he have Mutagenic Bolt? Is this the ultimate punish? No, he just goes Petrification to remove the Bane unit. He evolves. I'm like, okay, that's fine. But here he gets punished because I have Geno. I've enhanced Geno, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just play at the Geno, make trades. Now I am playing into what's it called? I am playing into Master Mage Levi by making this play, but again, he still needs to line up his burn chains if he wants to win, and he's having difficulty doing that. Here he uses his last evolve on the Dwarf Alchemist. Alright, but this is fine because I can see like this clearly like aligns up with what I want to do. However, this turn I misplay, not on purpose, mind you. It was literally just because I misclicked. Yeah, no, I actually did misclick just because like I ordinarily don't have this many creatures on the board whenever I play Luminous Mage. So when I used the Evo, I used it too early, and I should have just waited a little bit just because I was impatient. I was waiting for like the creatures to come out. But the correct play here is to Evo the Luminous Knight. Evo the Luminous Knight. This way you can clear off the. Sorry. You can clear off the Dwarf Alchemist if you Evo the Knight, because you Evo the Knight, trade the Knight, and the Scrap Golem, trade the 1/1, into the Dwarf Alchemist. You ignore the 2/2 because the 2/2 doesn't mean anything because this game's about to end like a turn or so anyway. So you're not like trying to play for a long game. And then you can also play up the Kais as well. Like, because like if like any, let's see, if any, how much is that? If any like 2 things on my board live, then he dies to Albert. But yeah, so I go ahead and misplay here again. It wasn't on purpose. It's just an accident because I hit the Evo button really quickly. So when I realized my mistake, I was like, fuck it, we're going face. Like, if he has double Halo Golem, I die. If he has Mutagenic Bolt, I die. But if he doesn't, and there's a strong chance he won't, then I can live and I can threaten lethal this turn. However, if he finds the Master Mage like he did here, then suddenly this play is bad. Well, I mean, sorry, suddenly this play is worse than it already was. There we go. And here he plays with the Witch's Cauldron as well into Earth Essence. So now he's already played one Wizardess. So I already know now that, like, okay, the only way he kills me is if he can play another Petrify to get through my front guard and kill me. But even then, he still has to find 1 burn damage. Like, this is where it gets kind of awkward for Rune, because like if you can stay above a multiple of 3, you essentially force them into like a higher denominator overall for what they need in order to kill you. So right now, because I'm at 7, he needs 3 burn spells to kill me. 3 burn spells, or he needs he needs 2 burn spells, or sorry, he needs 1 burn spell and the Petrify in order to get through me. So like if he can go Petrify, Halo Golem, I'll die. But if he can't, I'll win. Additionally, I'm still dead to what's the card called? I'm still dead to Mutagenic Bolt as well. But yeah, so basically, like, this is super sketchy. But because he trades, I know that like I'm probably safe, because you wouldn't make that trade if you had lethal. Here he plays up the Halo Golem, like yes. And the Carl, but the Carl won't give him enough healing to stay alive above Albert, so he dies to Albert. Yeah, like this was a super scary game, and it was only one just because like I already had the Albert in my hand. Like, okay, well I'm gonna win because I have the Albert. If I can just like bring it to turn 9, I'll be good to go. Yeah, it was also the fact of just, you know, being like willing and comfortable to eat that like 6 damage for no reason. Well, I say for no reason, but like but that's like one of the issues, because I only had the 1 Maisie, like I couldn't make that play. Whereas like if you had like 3 Maisie, you could like make that play and you could like be fine with it. But I'm like really greedy, especially when I play like control decks. So just because like, you know, greed cells. Well, sorry, calculated greed cells. There we go. Alright, so onto the next game. Again, I did misplay sort of, but not on purpose. It was a game where I just like wasn't thinking about it, but this game was also like really good as well. One of the beauties of Saha packages is that like no one ever sees it coming until you do it to them, unless you're Dragon. So unless you're Dragon or unless you're like Rune, almost no one ever sees it coming. So like when it happens, they just get like blown back, and it's like funny as fuck. Alright, so I keep the Maisie. I'm going first. I keep the Maisie just because like I know that like that I'm never evoing this Maisie in this matchup most likely. Like so it's fine. So now I have plays 2 to 5 all lined up. Like if I want to, I can get in the slam down the Albert on 5. I am almost assuredly never slamming that down though. So here I go and play up Lyriel. There is merit to playing up the Maisie. However, I like Maisie just because like Maisie like straight up just like blows up things instead of just like doing 1 damage to them. And like in my mind, the blowing it up is a lot better. Yeah. So here I just going to go Goblin Mage. Now, because I know my opponent has 3 fairies in hand, like, for me, in my mind, like, the best possible play, because you know I can't Evo, is to go triple 1-drop. The reason why triple 1-drop is good is because if I play Geno, that Geno is way shittier if I just go and like Geno 1-drop, because then the Geno, like the beauty of Geno and why he was so strong in the past and why he's still strong now is that if I Geno you and you can't actually clear it on board, that Geno is ridiculous, because it basically just eats up an Evo and it chunks whatever it trades into, into clearable range for anything else that I might play after the fact. So again, he needed to go triple fairy there. I don't really understand why he didn't, just because like you're playing forest, like you have so much fairy generation that like they're going to, you know, get those fairies back eventually, but you need to be able to, you know, not be dead and not having like smash you in the face for a billion. So I just go and go Geno. I go face, trade. So now this is good. Like I'm in a really good spot right now. So here he goes Goblin Mage. When he evos and makes his value evo, I'm like, okay, does he have May? He has May, doesn't he? Yep, has the May. So I get sad. But definitely 100%, like he still needs to play a triple one drop, because like triple one drop, like it just gives you such a better board overall. So here I choose to use my Macy here. I use the Macy here because I don't actually mind this time. Additionally, I kind of don't have a choice, because if I evolve the Lyrial, that's a losing play. So this way I get to keep two creatures on the board. Now here this part gets kind of scary, because here he plays out Venus. I mean, I can kill the Venus, but now I know that he's never gonna be out of cards. He's always gonna have cards to play every single turn. Alright, now this turn, I autopilot. So I got excited when I saw the Ishpil in my hand, because I knew that I now had a Saha turn coming up, and I kind of forgot what Luminous Knight did. So the correct play is to Evo the Luminous Knight first, get the buff, then go face for the 3 damage, and that's like great. But now this is good, because like I know and he knows that he's gonna have like difficulty clearing. He's gonna have difficulty clearing both the units on my board. And one of the beauties of Saw Action is that in his mind he thinks I'm gonna have to like evo and I'm gonna like make trades. I'm not making trades. What? No, fuck that. And here he gives me his last evolve. So this is actually very, very good for me, because it's turn 6 and not turn 7. So I know that like next turn, even if he wants to play what you call the guy, even if he wants to play Crystallia Aaron, that won't be a good play, because like, yeah, you get to heal, but I just get to like just smash right through it. And now this turn I do misplay. The correct play is to evo the Lyrial. You evo the Lyrial, the Lyrial literally gives you comparable damage to that of the Albert. I have a second Albert in my hand anyway, but like there's no reason not to make this evo. Because like even if he wants to play the Aaron, he can't actually blow up anything else on my board. So I can make the trades I need to make, and then go face with an Albert. If I do that, he has to have a second Aaron on top of that in order to get through, or he has to start, you know, stacking in roach pieces. Additionally, it also would have stopped him from doing the play he just does here, where he hits me for 4 with a roach combo, drops me down 16, then Airbound Barrage is my my 2-drop. So yeah, so now I can die. This is looking kind of scary until I pick up the second Saha. I'm like, okay, cool, Chi-Chi, I won. Because now I go ahead and I drop him down to how much HP is that? I drop him down to 6. He would have actually been at 3 if I'd used the Evo earlier. And then that means even if he plays Aaron, he dies. If he plays Aaron, that's, you know, you're just dead. Because I can just go ahead and smash the Aaron on board, then play the Albert, Evo the Albert, Chi-Chi, Sky Knights assemble. Yeah. So again, like for this game, like I said, like I did like misplay that one spot, but my opponent, like I don't want to make it seem as though like him like not playing out the 3 fairies was game losing, but I feel like it was, just because like it's one thing that people don't really talk about, and one of the reasons why I like to say all like these like token based decks like are usually what's in the metagame or whatever, is because being able to untap, I mean, by that I mean going to your next turn with creatures in play, is actually a lot stronger than people give it credit for. Like it's actually ridiculous. This part of why I say say pre-nerf Catacombs is broken, just because like you always have creatures on the board. If you always have the board, how do you lose? You don't. Like like literally the only way you lose is by like that of getting like OTK'd or like FTK'd. But like, well, all of those take a lot of turns to do, and if I'm just smashing in the face every single turn, you're probably losing that game. Right. So for the last game, this game was the funniest of all, and it was why I was like, okay, let me just go and show you guys these games. Like, this game was just too fucking funny. So I would like to mention that yeah, my opponent is like in like AA2 or AA3 or something like that, but it was still just really funny because like like how I played versus him is how I play versus like how I play versus like Dragon. Well, specifically Ramp Dragon, not like PDK, just Ramp Dragon. So I keep the Kai'Sa. Kai'Sa is insane versus Blood because like they're always going to be pressured to clear it. If they don't clear it, like it's going to like, you know, rack up some damage. And sometimes people they get a little bit antsy, and you can punish that. All right, so initially my hand was scary. Like if he was aggro, I was going to be terrifying. But now I have 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop, and 6 drop, and I can keep making plays from there. So I'll always have options basically. I pick up Bahamut as well. This is good because, like, again, if he's control, I can maybe pressure him into slamming down Baja first. If he slams down Baja, I just Baja him back, and then I'm good to go. Now here he plays out Blood Moon, and like, okay, well, it's control. That's just fine. So this turn I play out the God Mage. I play out the God Mage specifically because I was looking for Maisie. If I found Maisie and he played Buffcore, he lost. Like, but I don't get it, and that's fine. I'm just gonna play out Lyriel, and I'm gonna play out the Eunuch as well. Now, I specifically play out these two because, like, if I just played out one, he might have felt like he could go, like he just play like Scarlet and not Evo. But I need him to give me these Evos because I'm going second because I'm also playing Luminous Mage as well as Barbosa and some other things as well. I have more Evos than him. When you're playing Blood, running you out of Evos is actually legitimately scary because like you don't really have like rush cards or anything like that. You know, the only thing you have is like damage spells and like creature removal and whatnot. Like, but if you run out of Evos, it makes playing up things like say Spawn or say Scarlet or say stuff like Righteous Devil a lot trickier for you to do because suddenly I get to decide how I want to clear it, and instead of you just forcing a trade on me. Alright, so here I just go ahead and play out, what did I play out here? Okay, yeah, I just go and play out Kai'Sa, and I also go and play out Staircase as opposed to playing out the Carrot, because I want to start getting ticks on this. I'm also going to go face, because I don't care about the Scarlet. I don't, like, he's going to decide how he wants to clear it. I don't have to decide shit yet. If he wants to go face for 2, that's fine. I'm playing Saha package. I don't really need to care, because Blood doesn't do that much damage that fast. So here, he goes face, he doesn't trade, that's fine. Perfectly fine. Because now when I pick up the whole Soul Swing, I'm like, okay, cool. Alright, we got him. But here I choose to go Luminous Mage. I go for the Luminous Mage here because I don't want to have to use a real Evo yet. I want to force him to use Evos first. So here I go face again. Like, I don't need to, I have 4 creatures in play. I don't need to care about anything. Like the Scarlet is not posing a threat. It's not, you know, it's not pushing a very fast damage clock, and I can still out heal whatever the Scarlet is gonna do. So here he finally just gave me that Evo, but it's fine. Like you know, the damage is already done. Here when he plays up the Demonic Hedonist, I'm like, oh, okay, well maybe he doesn't have cards. Additionally, my Staircase now has 2 procs left on it, so next turn is popping. But here, when I pick up the Saha, I'm like, okay, GG, you lost. Like, because like I said, like the Saha package is very strong. Because like, look at that, like it's my turn. I just got +3, like +3, push some face damage. I haven't used an Evo yet, but like I haven't used a real Evo yet. Like so now he has to give me his last Evo. I'm still not under any pressure. I can just go and slam down front guard next time if I want to. And how about just you know, be my whole turn, because like he still needs to clear. But here when he plays like Gluttonous Gorge, I'm like, oh, huh, he's one of these people. By one of these people, what I mean is that like every now and then I play versus Blood decks that just like play like full like Healadin style decks, and they just like try to like heal for like 1 billion. And that's super annoying every time they do it, but like I can't do anything about it. It's super annoying, but yeah. So here I'm just gonna play out the Kai'Sa. I play out the Lyriel as well. Like if he wants to Revelation this board, fine, go for it. I get the Revelation out of him, like okay, cool, that wasn't worth it, but okay. Here he also plays out Moriana the Bejeweled to get an Evo point back, but the damage is done. Now here finally I'm gonna give him an Evo. But I only give him this Evo just because like I don't want this Moriana to be in play. and I want to put him in an awkward spot because now I have a 4-1 and a 5-6, and the 5-6 has 2 bodies. So yeah. Oh, additionally, you might not have noticed, but my opponent's slowly bleeding out on cards here. Yeah, because here he has Righteous Double, Evolves, gives me less Evolve. But he's still in a bad spot because why? Oh, the Ishafly I played from 2 turns ago can come out now. Yeah. Additionally, with the Kaiser, because the Kaiser's been like cleared, I think like 3 times, something like that. I've effectively gained 3 cards up on my opponent. Here, when I go and slam into the Ishafly, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and Evo now. But by Evo now, like I have an Ishafly that's behind a ward. If he wants to clear this, he has to clear it with Emeralda. Like Emeralda is his best play. And if he uses a second Revelation, that's his worst possible play, because you don't want to use that Revelation up early. But when he plays a Diabolic Dream, I'm like, okay, well he's Revelation, so that's fine. But the damage is done, because like look at that, like he has how many cards left? He has 3 cards left. Well, really 2, because I'm about to kill this card this turn. But that's pretty awkward for him, because here I'm just gonna play out Geno. It's an enhanced Geno too, so I'm getting tokens when this dies into Kaiser, and then yeah, like. Even though he's not dead, my opponent's lost this game, because like how do you come back into this game? Like you have no more cards left. It was just like a really funny game overall, because I guarantee you my opponent's like brain broke or whatever. I just like ignored his board and just kept going face like like. And that's one of the beauties of this deck, just because like again you have so many different rush units and things like that that literally like because I knew exactly what deck he was, because I knew exactly what type of reach his deck had. I knew that I didn't have to care about the Scarlet, because like the Scarlet has to hit me 3 times for me to not be able to out heal it with Israfil, and by the time I get to the 3rd hit, that's like 3 draws I've gotten. By those 3 draws, if I find Saha, if I find like Geno or something like that, I'm good to go, because I just got Geno. Oh, okay, cool, boom, cleared 1 off, something like that. Like I'm not under any pressure, because like I know for a fact that I have that much healing in my deck. Like, because again, so you have a total of 16 healing altogether, but that's only from just like hard cast and just assuming that you're only gonna get 1 healing from them. But if you factor in the Saha Lucifer interaction, you up that amount of healing from 16 to 28. 28 is a lot of HP, like a lot of HP. And because you have so much card draw, and you have wards and whatnot and things like that, like you know that you're gonna like live long enough to see the majority of that healing, and that's you know like again that's a lot of healing. Like being able to say every single game that they're at like effectively 36 HP or 40 HP, that's a huge number. Like or at least sorry, that's a huge number in terms of like say Shadowverse or whatever. So I already know that I'm under like no pressure or whatever or anything like that. And I know that I can afford to like make these kind of plays. Like I make these kind of plays, and because like my opponents have never played versus someone like me or whatever, like, and no, I'm not saying that to like brag or anything like that, but just because like I know for a fact, and you guys know for a fact that I play a lot differently than most people on ladder. So whenever I make these kind of plays, like because it's just like so like vastly like. Because it goes against like common expectations, like people, their minds just kind of break it because they're just like, what the fuck is my opponent doing? Like what is his game plan? Like, and that's one of the joys that they get from being able to play like decks that people have never heard that people have never ever heard of and have like never seen, and therefore don't know how to like interact with them. Like that's part of why like say like PDK or whatever like is such a good deck, just because like people don't know how to play against it. Like. And so they just get like bamboozled, and they just like lose, and they feel bad, and they get salty, and all this, that, and the third. Anyway, rambling aside, if you enjoyed the video, go and leave a like on it, go and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about Saha's sword down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.